Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Matthew, and today we've got a bit of an unboxing. We've got a lot of Godzilla and Kong figures I ordered, so I just merely ordered these because I had the money, and well, these were just a few collectibles I never had before, so we'll just kind of scamp right into it. And I had to cover the side of the box due to some personal information, so how are we going to do this? Is there any sort of Actually, I want to just do this. Yeah, this is... I should have prepared for this better. Oh man, this is like the weirdest camera angle I've ever had to do for an unboxing. So here's one. It's, actually no, there's two of them. We'll get those two. And then the big one. I think that wraps it up with the box. And I think I may have squished and bent this one, so we'll save this for last. But first we're going to go over this little boy, which is a little bootleg kind of T-Rex looking Godzilla. Much bigger than I expected. I thought it was going to be like really small, really teeny tiny. But it looks great. I bought it because I really like the odyssey of bootlegs, and this one looked really cool. This one was a Kong figure I still have yet to have actually bought. And let's actually try to. Obviously, he's in a bag, so. Come on. Alright, so here he is. The fighter jet Kong without the fighter jet, unfortunately. But, I mean, that's no biggie. Or, sorry, it's no biggie. So, I mean, it still looks great. Really shiny, though. I heard that he was, much more shiny than the original. But this will allow me to actually, do double swaps with the Kong. Because the Kong figure I have only can open its mouth, or only has its mouth statically opened. And the big one that I was mostly excited for because it's mint and everything, the Playmates Godzilla 2014. This one was, where's my knife? Oh, there it is. This one was actually the one I was looking forward to the most because it's one of Playmates' newer figures. Even though I think this has been out for at least a bit of time now. So, okay, there we go. Is there any more? I mean, it most likely is. Hopefully there's not too much more. So there's Godzilla. The tail. Oh no! Oh, that is one way to take out a giant lizard. Take a giant knife to him. So here we go with the tail. And we're just going to kind of skewer that to the side. It's so awkward holding this box while doing the video. Oh, I hate doing unboxings like this, but I had to do it to the... Alright, fine then. Screw you, knife. Finally got that smoke pipe of a tail out. And we're just going to kind of unravel this up. Okay, we're not going to drop the knife again. And this Godzilla 2014, honestly, has always been on my radar. Because I just need more 2014 figures in the collection. Literally, I only have a few. Okay, why isn't the tape unpeeling the way I want it to? There we go. Little battle damage piece and a little tiny little tank. So, of course, this entire lot was pretty worth it, I would say. But with that all being said, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys liked it, definitely subscribe to the channel. Jesus loves you. God bless you all. Go out there and spread the gospel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another video. My name is Matthew, and today we're doing another figure review. Today we're doing a figure review of the Playmate Kong with fighter jet from Godzilla vs. Kong. Now, hold the horses. I have something to say about this video. This one's going to be a bit more brief with everything because this is technically the fourth time I have reviewed a figure with this mold. First, I reviewed the Battle Axe Kong, then I reviewed the Giant Kong, then I reviewed the Kong AirPod cases, the bootleg, and now I'm taking a look at this. So, without further ado, is this figure worth the purchase? Is it going to go flying like a fighter jet, or is it just going to go collapsing right in the sky? Let's find out. So, to sum up the sculpt and paint, it's the same mold as the Battle Axe Kong is, with the exception of one detail that you probably have already pointed out, but we'll get to that. The overall mold is casted in a brown plastic with black dry brushing over top of it, with some gray areas here and there throughout the body, like the toes, hands, and chest regions, to give it more of a vibrant color effect. Let's start here at the head, which, let's be honest, we all know that this is the main thing that's different compared to the Battle Axe Kong, because this one features the closed mouth that we see on the giant version. And let me tell you, it's really refreshing seeing this on this sort of figure. That being said as well, it also has some decent paint on the teeth and eyes. Although I definitely think they pulled the same trick and the pupils are just the same color as the head itself, which I'm not going to call it lazy. I mean, it's a $10 figure, but at the same time, I feel like they could have at least colored in those little things. And overall, the detail still carries over to the main figure, which I honestly have to applaud Playmates. This is actually one very well done mold. As we take a look at the chest as well, it's a bit lighter than the original, as the original was more of a black spray a little bit more. This one's more of a gray spray, which I think the color difference really shows, because Kong has the battle axe in much darker lit areas. They are lightly lit, but they're just much more darker. Here in the fighter jet version, which actually took place during the daytime, it kind of fits in with the theming as well. And something I also found interesting is that the legs and hands, even though the hands are slightly cut off from this frame, are actually a bit more glossy. In fact, while we're at it, everything but the actual head, everything is practically glossy. It has some form of gloss to it, which I think fits because Kong is fighting by the water and he just came out of the water, so in a way this really does kind of fit the actual theming of the figure, which I do appreciate. So for the overall sculpt and paint, I don't have anything like overly negative. It gets the job done. The dry brushing is there, carried from the original, same sort of sculpt, same sort of details. It's a bit different here and there, but for the most part it's nearly the exact same thing, just with a different colored scheme and a different head sculpt. Speaking of the same, we're going to go ahead and round out with posability, which again is the exact same from the previous figure, just completely untouched. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So for the head features a swivel. You can go all the way around with it, although it is a bit more stiff on mine. I don't know if that's like, I don't know, but it's probably just a factory thing. The shoulders have swivel hinge combos, so you can go all the way around, up and down, like that. The elbows have some rotation and can go back and forth. The wrists are once again on swivels, so you can kind of swivel it in there. There's nothing at the waist, although at the hips you can kick forward about that far, backwards about that far, and when you twist it this way, kind of more like inward a little bit, like that, you can kind of get them to spread out like that, make them do like sitting, and you can actually get the knee to bend too. There's no rotation, and that's about all the articulation. So when I say untouched, I mean it's untouched. Now in the way of accessories, which this is awkward. See, this is supposed to come with the fighter jet, but here's the thing, I didn't get one. Why? Now, before you all start sending your emails to Playmates, guess what? Mine didn't actually come with one because I got it used. Basically, there was like a seller who was willing to just sell the figure here. I thought, hey, I got money to spend, so why not just spend it on this guy? And, I'm perfectly fine with it, even though it's very similar to the original, or the Battle Axe Kong. I guess it's the original because it released first, But generally speaking, I'm perfectly fine with this. But it would have been like a tiny little fighter jet that would have kind of seeped right into the fingers here. Maybe he would have been able to hold and just maybe throw it or something, whatever your heart's content. But since this is also just not a remold, it's probably been made at the same time. It's the same mold as the Battle Axe Kong that had battle damage on its bicep. This one is no different. So you just pry your thumb in. Ow. Ow, you want to give me battle damage? Yeah, give me a sec. After fighting it for a little bit, I finally got the battle damage off, which it's this tiny little piece of skin. And now my thumb is starting to turn red. Owie. But it looks like this. And all you just want to do, if you want to put back in, is you just... It's kind of like... Oh, wait, hold on. We got it upside down. You got it, like... Slide it in like this. Come on, it works for the Battle Axe Kong. Why can't it work for you? Okay, I'm getting like a lot of good bloopers on this, aren't I? Well, basically, you just kind of slide it in like that, and then it should have been able to do that. Or does it go upside down? Oh, no, it goes upside down. My apologies. So, yeah, it just kind of goes upside down from down here to up, and you're perfectly all set. For some size comparison, here he is next to his Playmates brethren with the GVK-Godzilla with Heat Ray and the GVK Kong with Battle Axe. And as I said before, I'll do a more in-depth video on this in the future. They're definitely different colors, and they're definitely the same mold, just with different facial expressions, and of course accessories. And here he is next to some more Playmates Godzilla figures, moving this guy out of the way, with my newly acquired as well, same time I bought him, the Playmates Godzilla 2014 City Destruction Godzilla, and the version 2 of the Kong Skull Island figure, which is a reissue. And I kind of find it funny how taking Godzilla out of the shot here for a sec, and bringing the original release of Kong in, somehow, some way, they're all different shades of brown. Like, you think at least one Kong would be consistent with each other. Like, none of the Kongs feature the same color palette, which I didn't even realize until doing this review. And for some more miscellaneous size comparisons, here he is next to some other Godzilla and Kong figures that you may have, with the Mechagodzilla 2014 and the Mezco King Kong of Skull Island. So, when you boil this guy down, is he really worth it? Honestly, I would go ahead and say so. It's very scene specific. That's why, like, it caters more towards that fighter jet scene where he throws it at Godzilla while he's in the water. It's very scene specific, and I honestly think that you should definitely pick it up. If you don't have this one, but you do have the Battle Axe Kong, even though this is going to sound weird to say, I would honestly just recommend sticking with that one, though. If you're not a fan of, like, repaints or retools or figures that are too similar, this one might not do you justice. It has different paint, it has a different facial expression, and it has a different accessory. But does that really warrant a purchase if you already have the original? I only really have both, just for the sake of, like, completion. And even then, I don't even know if I'm going to complete it. But with that being said, I do recommend it. If that being said, if you guys liked this video, definitely subscribe to the channel. Jesus loves you. God bless you all. Go there and spread the gospel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everyone.